Welcome to the Chalmette Cultural Arts Center. Would you please silence all cell phones and refrain from using them during this performance? There is no flash photography or recording devices allowed. Please take a moment to locate the nearest emergency exit, as this may be located in front of you or behind you. During this performance, we will be using strobe lighting and special effects. And now, on with the show.
Dracula.
By Bram Stoker.
It was first published in 1897, and its theme still resonates today. It plays with gender roles. It questions the patriarchy.
And it features a hot guy with a see-through shirt.
Someone's going to have to hold that lady back.
It's also 418 pages long. So, to save you time, we've done some creative editing. But before we begin, management has asked us to issue the following instructions. Please unwrap your candy
Turn off all your devices.
And put on your turtlenecks.
because you never know who you're sitting next to.
In our unlikely event of a vampire bite,
Please see a member of the house staff immediately.
And they will pray for its release.
October the 5th, 1897. Dear Lucy, apologies for my unfair penmanship. I write to you inside a carriage en route to my client's home in the mountains of Transylvania. Excuse me, driver. How much further is it? The road was awfully bumpy, and I have an inner ear imbalance in my stomach.
We're going as quickly as possible. This area is treacherous. The Carpathian Mountains are known for their steep cliffs and man-eating wolves.
Are we in danger?
In this part of the world, things never far from your front drawbridge. But I'm sure you'll be fine. The wolves don't come out until midnight. It's only 11. I guess my watch is broken.
Oh, this is not good. We certainly don't want to get stranded around here.
Not on the Bargo Pass. People in this area tend to mysteriously disappear.
Are they alright? The horses?
Yes, I trained them to punctuate my lines for a dramatic effect. Sometimes they overdo it.
Well, I do hope they have enough strength for the remainder of the journey, because I have to get to the castle. I have urgent business with Count Dracula.
Count Dracula!
Yes, I have to get these papers signed post-haste. I am soon to be married.
Sir, you must understand.
Oh, I understand completely. They say marriage changes everything for a chap, but not for me. I've been prepared to be married my entire life. I clean compulsively, I make daily schedules, and I adore being taken for granted.
Mr. Hark, I beg of you, heed my warning. For the sake of your betrothed, do not enter that wretched castle.
It can't be that bad. I can find something nice to sell about any home. I'm a real estate broker.
And I can only wish you the best of luck. And my condolences to your bride.
I'm sorry? Why have the horses stopped?
They sense danger. You'll have to walk the rest of the way.
Walk?
Yeah, sure. You'll be fine.
But what about the wolves?
Here, try this.
Garlic.
From the farmer's market in Bucharest.
Skin seems tight.
God be with you, sir. And please, remember to give me 5 stars.
Jonathan Hogg, who made his way through the Carpathian woods.
Where you can see the glow of yellow eyes through the trees.
Staring at him hungrily.
Growling menace.
He was so terrified, he tripped.
Like Margaret Thatcher at a dental convention.
Just as the wolves were poised to attack,
Good doggy. Good doggy. Who's a good doggy? How about some fresh garlic then? It's from the farmer's market in Bucharest. Huh. How queer.
with the path cleared, he made his way up to the front door of the castle.
He saw it through the fog. A vast Gothic structure.
Not a glimmer of light seen from inside.
Whose broken battlements showed a jagged line against the sky.
I say, the driver was correct. It is awfully creepy. Oh well, here goes.
And right there
Dressed entirely in black,
stood none other than
Count Dracula, nice to meet you. Alexa, turn down the music. Mr. Holliker.
So good to finally be here. It was quite the journey.
Welcome to my home. Please note that you have entered under no duress and of your own free will.
Isn't that an interesting greeting call?
Liability issues.
Speaking of, is your solicitor here? For the signing, I mean.
I couldn't find one to keep my hours.
Yes, I was wondering why we had to meet so late. It's a bit unorthodox, isn't it?
I'm a unicorn. You actually caught me in the middle of my morning workout.
Morning? It's nearly midnight.
I slept late. Where are my manners? Can I get you something to eat? Something to drink?
Well, you wouldn't happen to have anything cruelty-free, non-GMO, certified organic, or vegan, would you?
You're in luck. I get all of my overpriced produce from the farmer's market in town.
Perfect. In fact, that's where my carriage driver got this fresh batch of garlic. See? You all right there, Count Dracula?
Yes, just allergic.
Bad luck. Makes cooking a challenge, eh?
Not at all. I'm a baker. More sweet than savory.
I'm sure Mrs. Dracula appreciates that.
There is no Mrs. Dracula. I've been to every single woman in Romania. I have yet to find the right person.
It is a small country, I suppose.
Full of small-minded people. How many more conversations can a man have about chicken coops or borscht? I long for someone who would challenge me. An equal, a match. Someone whose strength of character makes me want to be better. Also, she has to be hot. That is what I truly crave, Mr. Harker. The taste, the love, the companionship, and the taste of that one special person.
The taste?
The truth of that one special person.
Well, no shortage of singletons in town. Let's get you out there right away. I have all the legal documents for you to take ownership of your 5 new properties in London.
Wonderful.
I will just need your signature. Here. Here. Here, here. Here.
I'm not even reading this.
Here. And one more here. Perfect. Then there's the matter of the check.
Ah, I have that prepared.
Cheers very much. Lots of zeros on this one, eh?
Unbelievable. Real estate has gone through the roof since the Punic Wars.
Punic Wars, you're funny. Yes, it's bloody expensive, isn't it?
Yes, bloody expensive.
Count, not to pry, but... What does one do with 5 separate properties in London?
Investments. I plan on having a foothold in all the best neighborhoods.
I admire your business acumen. Might I ask what you do for work?
You Englishmen are all business. Might I ask what you do for pleasure?
I don't know, simple things. A clean jet generally makes me happy. Hand sanitizer, any brand. Cup of tea, not too hot.
You sound like a lot of fun.
I'm not. My fiancée tells me that all the time. She's much more adventurous than I am.
Is that so?
Yes, she's always off exploring abandoned places, picking up exotic plants and artifacts, and getting herself into all sorts of mischief.
She sounds fearless.
She is. I've no idea what she's doing with me. Here. Isn't she exquisite?
Indeed. Her neck, the likes of which I haven't seen in at least 1,000 years.
I'm sorry?
And her skin, such a beautiful neck.
Well, yes, we all get the overgrown hair, but overall...
She looks like a B positive. No?
Oh, yes, she's quite the optimist. It's the very spirit which draws people near her.
In her neck.
You keep saying that.
Where does she sleep?
I'm sorry?
I mean live. Where does she live?
At her father's house in Whitby, overlooking the North Sea. It's breathtaking.
I like the sound of that.
If only her father would give up his silly rehabilitation project with the criminally insane.
Insane.
Mental patients who live with him and his daughters. He deals with weak minds, susceptible to danger, and vulnerable to dark forces.
Interesting.
There's not much else in town, other than the cemetery. Oh, and Withering Manor.
Withering Manor?
A haunted house that no one wants to buy. I've had it listed for ages.
What's the ask?
You can pick it up for next to nothing. No one wants to deal with the renovations. Or the screams at night.
I'll take it.
There's a devil waiting outside your door. There's a devil waiting outside your door. And he's bucking and braying and pouring at the floor. And he's howling with pain and crawling up the wall. Oh yeah. He's weak with evil and broken by the world. He's shouting your name.
Bosun, we're nearing the eye of the storm. Hoist the mizzen and raise the top sail.
What? What's that, Captain?
I said we're nearing the eye of the storm.
I can't hear you.
The blasted rain is coming down too hard. Not that hard.
What was that?
Never mind. What's the report today?
Due to high winds, volleyball has been canceled.
What else?
And the buffet is down.
Damn it!
Oh, and you're going to have to change the linen, sir. If you don't mind.
What is this nonsense? We need all hands on deck.
Sir, the men are not well.
How's that?
They're all taken ill.
How ill?
Dead. Sir. Every last one.
Every single one?
All but you, me, and the passenger. He's been asleep all day. In fact, he's been asleep ever since we got on the ship. I can only assume that he probably overdid it with the time we need.
Then by God, bring him above deck. The wind is picking up and we're taking on water. I don't know how much longer she'll last in this squall.
Aye, aye, sir.
Captain's log, October 11th, 1897. With a trembling hand and an empty stomach, I attempt to chronicle the terrifying events of the past few days aboard the SS Scoper. When the ship left port in the Baltic Sea, she carried 36 souls. Since then, however, they've all succumbed to a mysterious illness of the blood, leaving no clue apart from what seems to be tiny bite marks on their neck. I can only assume it is related to the avian disease, as there have been reported sightings of a bat flying from cabin to cabin. The lone passenger below has not surfaced in days. I sent my bosun down to retrieve him, but neither have returned. I can only assume that they have both succumbed to the same fate as the rest. I am left alone at the helm of what is essentially a ghost ship, battling 30-foot swells with winds of 80 knots or more. If I'm to meet my watery ends, please tell my wife and my mistress that she was the only woman I ever loved. Oh no! Is that a wall of water? Here it comes! The big one! I go honorably down with my ship!
The world is a vampire sent to drain secret destroyers hold you up to the flames. And what do I get for my pain? Betrayed desires and a piece of a game.
I go honorably down with my ship.
Lucy, your hair is so lovely. If only I weren't cursed with father's straggle knots, I'd wear pretty bows like you.
Nonsense, Mina. Your hair is every bit as beautiful as my own.
No, you inherited mother's thick, beautiful hair. All I inherited were her flat feet and low self-esteem.
Nevertheless, you look fetching, sister.
You think?
Absolutely. Besides, beauty comes from within.
Why does everyone always tell me that? Oh, I'll never get all this sand out. I hope it was worth it.
It was. With all that wreckage washed up, it was like walking right into an adventure story. Phil, this captain's log is still wet.
What does it say? You know I can't read words.
I go honorably down with my ship.
With his ship?
That's where it ends.
What do you suppose he means by going down with his ship?
Oh, sweet sister. I mean, no one survived.
How chilling. Is there anything else in that book?
No, just some pencil sketches of naked mermaids. And the odd cabin boy.
Oh, to lose another artist. The world is the poorer for it.
Look, there's a manifest here at the end.
Ooh, that sounds promising.
It's all a bit squishy, but this last line looks like it says, 6 coffins full of earth headed for Withering Manor.
Withering Manor? That dreadful abandoned house at the other side of town? Didn't Jonathan just sell that property?
Yes. To a man in Transylvania. He must have been on that ship.
I hope he cashed the check.
Pardon me, Miss Lucy. Sorry to bother you, but Mr. Harker has arrived. Shall I send him up?
Yes. Thank you, Renfield.
Thank you, Renfield.
Incidentally, excellent progress you're making. It seems Father's treatments are really working for you. Are you feeling any better?
As a matter of fact, ma'am, I am. I'm nearly free of all my unhealthy behaviors. Except for my eating disorder. Oh, look, a spider!
Where?
It's on you!
on that?
It's my cheat day? No? Okay.
Maybe not so much.
Is everything all right in here?
Apologies, Jonathan. My nerves got
Oh,
fed
thank
up.
God, Lucy. You're all right. Almost ready?
Of course, darling.
I'm all right too, thanks.
Great, Mina. Darling, you're not even dressed. Due to my schedule, we'll do downstairs in 3 minutes. How's it look if we're late to an engagement party?
Like our passion is so fiery. We've run off to some far-flung land to live on berries and lovemaking, like in one of those adventure stories. Wouldn't that be something?
Something dangerous. Don't you know unwashed fruit has parasites?
I wasn't being literal. I wish you would relax, darling.
I know. I'm trying.
I know, my love. Come here then. Give us a kiss.
I don't see how that is going to. Oh. Thank you, darling.
How about another?
We do have another 2 minutes. We're wild, aren't we? Sorry, Mina.
Oh, don't mind me. I like to watch.
Darling, what's all this sand in your hair?
I was down at the beach last night, foraging for souvenirs from the wreck.
At night? Are you insane? There's all sorts of thugs and ruffians that come out of the woodwork whenever a ship comes aground.
Jonathan, you're sweet to worry about me, but you know, there isn't any need to be so skittish.
I'm just worried is all. A woman shouldn't be out that late at night.
I know, my love.
It's all a little close to home for my taste. Don't you know my incredibly wealthy client, Count Dracula, was on that ship?
A count? Is he single?
Was. Apparently he went down with it.
Why do bad things always have to happen to me?
Mina!
Sorry, poor man.
He was so looking forward to London and to meeting you, Lucy.
Naturally.
He was also rather impressed with your skin regimen.
Skin regimen? It's just soap and water.
Of course. Beautiful inside and out. Silver lining, I can sell the 5 properties in London and creep your withering manor again. Double commission!
How nice!
Yay! More good things happening for my sister. In the meantime, this mole on my neck seems to be getting larger.
Mina, will you give us a moment alone?
Of course. I'll go head down to the party then.
Have fun.
There are quite a few handsome gentlemen there. Some of your former suitors.
Wonderful.
I'm hoping for sloppy seconds.
Mina!
Going.
Darling, you have a little more sand in your hair. Do you mind?
Oh, leave it. People would just think we've been rolling around on the beach.
It's 2 degrees and raining. We needed up in bed for a week.
I would love a week in bed with you, Jonathan.
You're wild, but we can't do this right now.
Why not?
Because we have a room full of important guests, including 3 judges, a barrister, and a beadle.
Did someone say beetle?
No! Darling, please.
So I guess tonight is for all those important people then.
Lucy, you know you're the most wonderful thing that's ever happened to me. I love you.
And I you, my darling.
In sickness and in health, till death do us part.
Ladies and gentlemen, friends and colleagues, for those of you I have yet to meet, I am Dr. Wallace Westup, happy father of the bride. I am so pleased to have you all here tonight to celebrate Lucy and Jonathan. I am only sorry my beloved wife is not with us to share in this evening's events, but I know she is staring down from the heavens. So please, if you happen to feel a bit of damp in the air, think of it not as the residue of an English autumn, but rather as her tears of joy.
And may I also take this opportunity to say...
Not now, Nina. While we wait for the happy couple, be sure to sample some of the delicacies cooked up by my staff, who are also my patients. That's right, everyone working this event is clinically, what's the term? Batshit crazy. They are working this event to better blend into civilized society. So please, treat them as poorly as you would anyone in the service industry. Cheers!
Well done, Daddy.
Why, thank you, Nina. Why don't you introduce me to some of your gentlemen friends?
Yes, Father. This is the charming Lord Cavendish,
How do you do?
the handsome Lord Windsor,
Lovely to meet you. Tom, sure.
and from America, the highly eligible Lord have mercy.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Pleasure. Nice to see all this attention being lavished on my daughter.
No. We mean your other daughter, Lucy.
But Lucy is no longer on the market. I, however, am unencumbered by any suitors at all. So if any of you gentlemen have even the slightest bit of interest...
All right. Soft touch, darling.
We're here for your other daughter. I'm eager to bestow my well wishes.
Of course you are.
Careful, top off, sir.
Ah, Kitty. Please go fetch Lucy and Jonathan. You can tell the lovebirds they have a restless crowd down here.
Yes, Dr. Westbound. Anything else I can get you?
Well, I suppose you can fetch me my stethoscope. I noticed it went missing after our last appointment.
Oh, yes, Dr. Westbound.
I can't be expected to cure your kleptomania without the tools of my trade, can I?
Oh, no, sir, Dr. Westbound.
Then run along, Kitty. Eh? And leave the champagne. And also my pocket watch.
I, for one, think Kitty is making excellent progress.
Oh, naturally.
Sir, must I say, allowing your patients to live right here in your home, really?
Is it not troublesome?
Living with a bunch of Fruit Loops.
Gentlemen. Insanity is merely society's failure of recognizing individuality and sparkle.
Father is an advocate for sparkle.
I am. I love sparkle. I can't deny it.
Be that as may, I'm not entirely comfortable with them.
Sparkles?
No. Crazy people! We refuse to be served by these monsters.
These people are not monsters. They're suffering. They live a lonely existence when no one is able to see them for their true worth. They're overlooked, under-acknowledged, and judged by a world obsessed with externals. So if none of you are able to see them for their true potential, then none of you are worthy to call yourself my suitor.
We weren't.
We're here for your sister.
In case she changes her mind.
Vultures! Get out of our house now. The only monsters here are you.
Very well done, Mina. I didn't know you had that in you.
But alas, I'm destined to live my life unloved and alone.
Allow me to introduce myself. Count Dracula.
Oh, hello.
I realize you will likely have many questions. Feel free to ask them all. I'm not afraid to talk about myself.
Well, isn't that a refreshing quality in a man? Are you a friend of the bride or the groom?
Mr. Hawker's real estate client. I just moved to town.
How wonderful.
I baked the happy couple some cake. It's vodka.
Oh, unfortunately, Jonathan
I
has...
know. It's gluten-free, certified organic, non-GMO, and vegan. I also baked one for the rest of us that actually tastes good.
Lovely jubbly.
Oh my God. You're amazing, aren't you?
I try my best. I use extra salt for the blood pressure.
Wouldn't that raise the blood pressure?
To cancel out the sweets, Marie Antoinette's chef gave me the idea before he lost his head.
Oh, he's having us on. Nice one, Count. I'll just bring this to the kitchen to have it plated for the guests.
Marie Antoinette, how old are you?
Old enough to appreciate beauty found in the most unexpected of places.
Sir, your hands are so smooth.
You like that? The secret is staying out of the sun.
Mina, will you please come join us? Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the bride and groom-to-be, Jonathan Hawker and my lovely daughter, Lucy Westbelt.
So kind of all of you to join us.
Yes, we are thrilled to share this magical evening with so many special people.
So drink up, and if any of you have even the slightest bit of interest in my, other daughter, Mina, all offers will be considered. Come, darling, let's greet our guests properly.
Jonathan!
Dracula, old man, you're alive?
I wouldn't go that far.
But I thought everyone on that ship perished.
They did, but I managed a narrow escape.
Extraordinary. We must let the papers know.
No! It was harrowing enough to live through it once.
But the story, it's tremendous. You'd be famous.
I prefer anonymity. I don't mind living in the shadows.
Well, I'm so very glad to see you. I'm looking rather well, all things considered.
You don't think I need a haircut? Maybe a little off the top?
There's a mirror over there if you'd like to take a look.
Mirrors aren't really my thing.
Jonathan, darling, your friends are absolute charmers.
Well, you haven't met them all. We've a late arrival.
Lucy! Your fiancé has told me all about you.
Has he? Oh, good, I hope.
Naturally.
Count Dracula, you're even more compelling in person.
I don't believe anyone has ever French kissed my hand before. How continental.
Count, where did you say you were from?
The Carpathian Mountains.
The Count just purchased Wuthering Manor.
Really? Bit of a fix-up, eh?
Not at all.
Even with the mold, and the smell, and the bugs?
There's going to be bugs!
No!
Doesn't bother me. I lived in New Orleans for a year after college.
It seems this is a highly resilient man. He's the sole survivor of last night's shipwreck.
Really? You certainly clean up well.
A little concealer goes a long way.
Count, the ship's manifest reported 6 boxes of soil from abroad. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
They are actually mine. I plan on growing native herbs from back home, for baking.
Fascinating.
Yes, making appeals to the sensuality of my soul, working the supple dough, watching it rise and give off heat, then feeding it to a beautiful woman while she begs for more.
I actually meant the soil was fascinating.
Oh, that? It's just dirt.
I happen to have been an earth sciences major at Oxford.
Oxford. Impressive.
No, it wasn't like I came in top of my class and then couldn't find work because I was a woman. Oh, wait.
Nevertheless, she's about to begin the most important job of all. Wife and mother.
Yay.
Lucy, might I invite you over to come see some of my soil samples?
That's very generous of you, Count.
All right, let's go now.
Now, in the middle of my engagement party, silly, we'll find time in the next week or two.
Do you not want to
Go home with you?
Usually I don't have to ask twice. I'm serious.
Thanks for the laugh, Count. Welcome to Whitby.
Come, Lucy, darling. I'd like to introduce you to my cousins, Mary and Shelley.
Raise your hand if you're awkward at parties. Just me? So, how have you been getting on? Has Renfield offered you a canapé?
Redfield.
My patient, and also my butler. He's working this event to better develop his social skills. Renfield!
Yes, Doctor?
Will you please come back in here?
Coming, Doctor.
He's got little to no confidence, so he's highly suggestible.
Interesting.
And he eats bugs.
I'll see what's keeping him.
I like your trousers, and your shirt, and your face.
Oh, Mina!
Dad, I'm coming, God! You must be parched from your shipwreck. I'll go get you a drink.
Good evening, sir. Would you like a cheesy thing?
Let me guess. Redfield.
Do I know you?
Not yet, but I know you.
You do.
Better do you know yourself. You're lonely, misunderstood, without purpose.
It's as if she writes into my soul. My only relief is serving others.
Well, good. I have a penchant for being served. I may need help around winter in Manor, in case I should have a guest arrive. You're not afraid of a bug or two, are you?
Bug? What sort of bug? Can you be more specific?
Come by later. I'll make an assortment. When it comes to living ingredients, I'm a master chef.
Master Chef?
Come by 3 a.m. Tell no one.
Yes, Master. Yes, Chef. Yes, Master Chef.
I'm back! Down the hatch. Kitty, might I be so bold to ask you for a dance?
You may, but please note, I am not emotionally available right now. My heart lies elsewhere.
Oh, I'll take what I can get. I must say, you're much livelier than my usual dance partner.
And who may that be?
The bench over there.
Is that so? As you would have told me, your neck, it's almost as beautiful as your sister's.
Oh, I know. They normally comment on my thick fingers or extra tooth.
The way it curves gently from your chin to your lovely bones. Pinching it at just the right angle to show if you're squeezing, juggling.
You're not like all the other men in Whitby, are you?
Transylvania is very far from here. Simply put, I'm a stranger living in a strange land.
Funny, I feel that way myself sometimes.
We're all lonely, aren't we? Craving momentary comfort and someone who will hold us tight. Caress our skin and take complete control.
Do you want to get out of here?
Sure, my house is just across town.
Great. I'll go grab a bottle.
I'm suddenly thirsty for something else.
In the heart of Germany, Lucy clutched her breast in
15th of October, 1897, to Dr. Jean Van Helsing, University of Smuts, Brandenburg Campus, Department of Rare Infectious Diseases. Dear Dr. Van Helsing, I write to you now in dire need of your expertise. My youngest daughter, Mina, was last seen at her sister's engagement party with a ruddy complexion and full of life. The following morning, we found her bedridden and pale, her veins swollen to an odd color, and unable to look in direct sunlight without wincing in pain. At first, I assumed it was a female issue. But it's even more frightening than that. Samples of her blood have revealed her to be severely anemic, yet I cannot pinpoint the source of her distress. I beg of you to come straight away. Speaking man to man, I fear for her life.
Oh, my dear sweet Mina, how it pains me to see her like this. Look at her face, Jonathan. She looks haggard and sickly.
Looks the same to me.
Because you're standing on the other side of the room. Come closer. You can see her veins bulging as if her blood is boiling.
Oh yes, very troubling. Would you like anything from the kitchen? Some towels? Or maybe I should start on the menu for our wedding?
Jonathan, if my sister does not improve, there will be no wedding.
Of course.
I pray Dr. Van Helsing is able to help. Renfield is picking him up at the station now.
So much for first impressions.
Mina, sweet sister, are you in pain?
Sounds like a yes to me. Or a no. I'll go get a bucket in case she, you know.
There, sister. Do not be afraid. Whatever this terrible illness is that has befallen you, you will beat it. You will. You hear me? But you must be strong. Remember when we were little and you had the night terrors? When the wind and rain from the sea made that horrible howling against our bedroom window, and you were convinced there was a beast coming for us? I would not let you hide under the covers. We would walk to the window together, open it wide, and let the wind in to prove that there was nothing outside that could hurt us. I am with you now, sister, and we will not hide under the covers. It is just another storm. It will pass, and you will survive. But you must fight. You must!
Would you put this next to her?
Thanks. It's all just so strange. I wish I knew how to help her.
It's all very queer to me. How is it one person can be so lively and gay one moment and then down for the count the next?
The Count! Count Dracula!
What about him?
My God, why didn't I think of that?
Think of what?
His cake! He must have used spoiled ingredients from Transylvania. It's food poisoning!
But everyone at the party had some, including you, and no one else fell ill.
Drat. You're right. It's clearly something more acute than that. It seems to have gone directly to her blood.
Just finished testing her blood. The arsenic doesn't seem to have worked. Perhaps we can get her some of that new cocaine everyone's so hyped up about.
You think that's a good idea?
Well, Dr. Van Helsing will surely have his insights. He's the most accomplished doctor in all of Germany. There's nothing he hasn't seen. Ah, speak of the devil. That should be him now.
Thank goodness. You hear that, Nina? You're on your way to recovery now that Dr. Van Helsing is here. And he came all the way from the continent. Isn't that something?
Excuse me, Dr. Westfeld.
Ah, hello there. You must be Mrs. Van Helsing.
Dr. Van Helsing.
Yes, Dr. Van Helsing's wife. Is your husband unloading the heavy luggage from the carriage?
I have no husband.
Father!
Ah, that famous German sense of humor. I'm gonna go help him with the bags.
Apologies, Doctor. My father is under a great deal of stress with my sister's illness. Could you please take a look at her right now? Time is of the essence.
She looks depleted. Any other symptoms?
She complains of terrible dreams, some sexier than others. And a weakness, a bloodlessness that confounds her doctors.
How long have these bite marks been visible?
Bite marks?
Right where her carotid artery and jugular intersect.
Did someone say insect?
No.
Where's my father?
The carriage seems to have gone.
Peculiar butler you have.
He's also a patient.
Oh, enough of that. Where's Dr. Van Helsing?
I am here.
No, you're not. I sent for a Dr. Jean Van Helsing, as in Jean Valjean.
No, you sent for Dr. Jean Van Helsing, as in Jean Valjean.
So I sent for a lady doctor.
Correct. I wouldn't be laughing if I were you. Your daughter is in grave danger. This is no ordinary insect bite.
Shh. What do you want about?
It appears she may have been beaten by something more sinister. Have any of you been out of the country recently?
I was in Eastern Europe.
Did you buy any fruits or vegetables?
Just this garlic from the farmer's market in Bucharest.
Anything from duty free?
No.
Good. The savings are minimal. Have you noticed anything unusual in the area recently?
Not that I can say, just the regular workaday English life. Soggy sandwiches, horrible weather, and gauche washed up on shore. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Hold on. What was that?
Nothing out of the ordinary.
Go back a bar or two.
Shore, on, up,
Continue.
ship, goes.
Go ship, that's the thing. Was there a manifest?
Yes, I found it on the beach. There was no cargo at all, apart from some birdseed, canned tuna, and 6 coffins of Transylvanian earth. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Hold on. What was that?
Nothing out of the ordinary?
Go back a bar or two.
Earth? Transylvanian? Up?
Continue.
Coffins? 6?
6 coffins! That could be the key.
The key to what? The makeup counter at Sephora? This female medicine is not for me, I'm afraid. I'm going out to pick some leeches or tapeworms to drain her evil humors. Like a real doctor. I'll be back before nightfall.
Lucy, I must know, was Mina alone with anyone the night of the party?
She attempted to make conversation with 3 of my former suitors, but I do not believe she left with any one of them. Renfield, you gave me a fright!
Words, I can't stop laughing! I apologize.
Oh, right there. What's so funny about a dying girl?
A dying girl who flirted with 4 gentlemen.
But there were only 3, Renfield.
There was a 4th, and she left with him that night.
You're done, sweeper!
Oh, yes, that's the spot.
What are you doing conversing with your fluttermouse?
It's a bat, Doctor.
It's the devil's what it is, and he demands I do his bidding.
That garlic of yours. Do you mind if I have a go with it?
Righto.
Don't geschehen.
Get that away from him.
Him?
I've already said too much. I must answer for my soul at the judgment seat of God! Ah! Ah!
Ah! I thought I heard a scream. What happened?
What a palaver. It's Renfield. He's gone.
Out the window and over the balcony.
After conversing with your fluttermouse.
Oh, no! And he was doing so well.
I wouldn't go that far.
He's escaped before. We'll find him.
I'm not sure you want to find him. From all of the evidence, he is the one responsible for your daughter's illness.
Are you sure? He hasn't hurt as much as a fly. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. There's something foul in the air here.
What is happening to us, Doctor?
From all of the evidence, it can only be one thing. 20th October, 1897. Arrived United Kingdom via steam train and ferry from Schmutz. The patient, Mina Westfeld, grows worse by the hour. She vacillates between exhaustion and intermittent bouts of aggression. We have been forced to confine her to the bed for her own safety. The next course of action is to administer blood transfusions. I have only ever read about vampires in ancient medical texts. I assumed they were stuff of fiction and fairy tales. However, I fear I'm about to be proven wrong. If so, God help us all.
How is she doing this evening? Any improvements? I'm afraid not. The fits are getting worse.
When she is in spasm, she has no energy at all.
Scheisse! I thought the blood transfusions were working. What's her next course of action, Doctor? I will assess.
Mina, this is Dr. Van Helsing. Can you hear me?
She can hardly speak, Doctor. Her lungs are very weak.
Yes, I can hear you.
Excellent! What a pretty voice you have.
He said I had a pretty neck.
Who said you had a pretty neck?
She's hallucinating, Doctor. Clearly no one would ever say that to her.
Who was it that complimented your neck? Another episode! James,
Are you sure about that?
blood! I need blood! Jonathan, quick! Grab a baby!
You don't think she's contagious?
Riley, Jonathan! It's the professor on your mind! It subsided.
She's surprisingly flexible.
Rest, Mina, rest. You too, my darlings. We will all need rest if we are to care for her. Gute Nacht, Lieblings.
Jonathan, will you wipe her forehead?
I'm okay, thanks.
Would you rather change her bedpan?
I'd rather do neither. Thank you very much.
Jonathan!
Germs.
She needs us. She is gravely ill.
Which is why I'd rather stay at a reasonable distance.
And if I were to become ill? Would you likewise remain at a reasonable distance from me?
Never. Unless it was communicable.
Jonathan!
I'm sorry. It's not easy for me to be living in this skin.
Nor is it easy for me, living with all of your feelings. There are two of us in this relationship, and we've each got to give a little.
I gave you a beautiful necklace for your last birthday.
I mean, you have to be willing to venture past your fears. Go off-piste for once in your life.
I want to.
What if I cannot wait any longer? What if I no longer wish to negotiate every single decision until I am blue in the face? What if, just once, I want to move through life without fear, with a courageous partner rather than a coward? I didn't mean...
Yes, you did.
Jonathan, please.
No. If that's what you want, then you can have it. Not with a two-penny coward like me.
Jonathan, wait!
Lucy!
Couch! You frightened me. Where did you come from?
Came to see if there's anything you need help with.
I've got it covered for now, but I can't tell you how much it means to me that you offered.
My heart breaks for you and your family.
Thank you. She's got a strong spirit. She'll pull through.
But if she doesn't...
She will.
But if she doesn't, her death would have not been in vain.
I don't know how people view death where you come from, but in England, it is nothing short of a tragedy when it comes so early to a beautiful young girl.
Are we still talking about Mina?
Yes, of course.
Yes, of course. Also, I came to get my cake plate. It's Wedgwood.
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm just a little unnerved right now. Jonathan and I
heard.
How did you?
Lucy, you're a strong and courageous woman who deserves a strong and courageous man.
What are you doing?
Giving you a gift.
It looks like... No, it couldn't be. Is this a Germanicus Vita Vampirius?
It is indeed.
I studied them at Oxford. The books say they're extinct.
Take comfort in knowing there is more to life than what you see in the light of day.
I thought it might be a sundew or a water wheel, but this is clearly carnivorous. Whew. Will you look at that? I'm bleeding. Isn't that something?
Something delicious.
What was that?
Auspicious. Something auspicious. Here, I have a handkerchief.
Thank you. I'll have this washed and ironed and return it to you next week.
Don't you dare! I mean, I wouldn't hear of it. I'll take it now.
No, please. It's no problem.
I insist.
But aren't you worried about...
Give it here!
Where did that come from?
You inspired me, Lucy. Fate has dealt me a torturous hand. Being near you only reminds me of what I don't have.
You have everything.
Everything except the one. Since I was a young child, I had to endure the ridicule and scorn of the other children in my village. I couldn't swing a cricket bat if my life depended on it. Plus, they never seen a boy in a cape. They bullied me, stormed my house with torches and evil epithets. But I got my revenge.
How's that?
By being good looking, also smart and immortal.
Did you say?
But you can only drink, chop, and sleep around for so long until it feels like you've eaten too much dessert and you're rotting inside.
You poor thing.
Which is why being with you makes me so happy.
Yes, I rather enjoy speaking with someone who isn't afraid to get his hands dirty, so to speak.
So help me, Lucy. Help me cultivate my garden and myself. Help me heal. Help me share your fire, your passion. And this is something I never told anyone before in my life. Tell me more about you.
Me? Well, I guess.
Because the more I think of it, the more it's so easy to conversate with you. No pauses or awkward silences.
Count.
Time is a social construct. I'm in no rush.
Thank you. I must be lightheaded from all the transfusions. I've given her several pints of blood today and haven't had anything to eat.
Lucy, how are you supposed to take care of Mina if you can't take care of yourself first?
You're right. I need a biscuit and some tea. Will you watch her for a moment?
Of course. Also, cake please.
Of course.
Mina! If I can't get your sister's blood from the source, I'll get it from your veins. It's time for you to join the ranks of the undead at Wintering Manor. We fly under the cover of darkness. But first, show me your neck.
You call, Master.
Redfield! Your indiscretion almost cost us everything.
I'm sorry. I'm weak. What can I do?
Wait here for Lucy. She will not come with me willingly. So I'm taking her blood and the body of her sister. Not a word, not a whisper. You understand?
Yes, Master.
Good. I don't like to be distracted. I'm taking my meal to go.
It's a bedtime spy. It all went up the wall.
I'm sorry, Count. Redfield!
Miss Lucy!
Where's the Count?
You thought you understood, but you know nothing.
Oh my God. Mina, what have you done?
I'll never tell. I have a secret.
Mina! Darling! She's gone. Where is she? Answer me!
Why, you know what happened. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm fly.
Help! Help! Dr. Van Helsing!
It's the night of the vampire.
22nd October, 1897. Mina Westfeld is missing. There is only one logical suspect, Renfield. It appears his appetite for insects has grown to a thirst for human blood.
Men, our search for Renfield has thus far yielded nothing, but we must not let adversity dissuade us. We must redouble our efforts. There's a team of Clydesdales, pitchforks, and torches outside, and some lovely egg salad sandwiches inside. We must bring back that monster, for the sake of Whitby and for the sake of England. This is all my fault. I thought I could cure him. I let him into our home, treated him as an equal. And how does he repay me? by abducting my second favorite daughter.
We'll find them, Father.
I'm not so certain. The men have been searching for days.
Maybe you should have asked some women.
I'm going back out to liaise with the other search parties. I need backup.
Jonathan?
Hmm?
My father needs help.
And you know I love to, but I'm not good with a pitchfork. I wouldn't want to hurt anyone. Or myself. Splinters.
Of course.
I'll back you up, Paulus.
Oh, that's very much okay, Dr. Van
I've
Helsing,
had
but
3 children, buried 2 high speeds, and I bench press 127 kilos. I think I can help myself. Thank you.
Whew. Very well then.
Darling, are you alright?
Sure.
Dr. Van Helsing had one hand, but next time...
Next time we need someone to step up. We'll be sure to look for Dr. Van Helsing.
That's not fair.
I guess it's just not who you are.
Not yet, but I am getting there.
Right.
You know I love you, right?
Yes.
You're the most wonderful thing that's ever happened to me.
Jonathan, I need to be alone for a moment, if you don't mind.
Do you want some company?
Jonathan!
Right.
Lucy!
Count! You're right! Thank heavens! I assume Renfield must have gotten to you too.
He did, but I made a narrow escape.
Can I get you something to drink? Or a bite to eat?
I had a bite at Saltwick Park on my way over.
There are restaurants in Southwick Park?
Lucy, I needed to see you. I know it now, Lucy. You're the one. You're my medicine, Lucy.
I'm engaged to be married! This is inappropriate! Dangerous even!
And you're attracted to danger, are you not?
Within reason.
Reason has nothing to do with it. You're the same, you and I. You're excited right now.
Count, please.
I have been waiting for you for centuries. And yet, here you are. Everything I've dreamed. When Jonathan first showed me your photograph, my blood went warm. My arms felt weightless. My head was swimming. That's why I came to Whitby. For you. Why I bought Withering Manor. For you. Why I turned my life completely upside down. Not that it's an uncomfortable position for me, but for you. I can't pretend we weren't meant to be, and you can't either. Be my bride, Lucy. Stand beside me, but preferably on my left side. I've been told my right is more attractive.
This is insane. I have to go.
Not yet.
Let go of me, please!
Why? Because it feels good? You said it yourself. Venture past your fears.
But...
Live in the moment.
Stop it! Stop it now! This is wrong, Jonathan!
Is a coward. You know what you want, what you need. I can give you an extraordinary life.
Lucy, I'm so sorry to interrupt, but your father's back with some news.
Have they found Mina?
I don't believe so, but he is looking for you.
I'll go find him.
Will I see you later?
It's a small town.
I must be going as well.
Wait, Count Dracula, can I have a moment of your time?
Of course, tomorrow.
Please, just a moment.
Very well, what is it?
Yes, I was wondering, how is it you can be so brazen, so fearless in life?
You think I'm fearless?
Of course. Look at you. What could you possibly be afraid of?
More than you think. But fear is temporary. Regret is forever.
You'll think this is silly, but I have a sort of a voice in my head that tells me I'm gonna get hurt.
Ah, the voice of self-preservation. Fight or flight.
Guess which one I choose.
It can be tempting to run from a challenge, sure, but you'll never get a taste of what's on the other side.
What's that?
Pride, accomplishment, success.
But what if I don't succeed?
2 out of 3 ain't that bad.
You're really cool, you know that?
It didn't come naturally. You should have seen me in middle school.
What's your secret?
By silencing that voice and focusing on the powers I possess.
I'm afraid that wouldn't work for me. I don't possess any powers.
My friend, however powerless you may feel, you always have the power to surprise yourself.
I suppose you're right.
Also, it wouldn't hurt to go to the gym. Now, if you don't mind, I need to make myself scarce. Sorry, wardrobe malfunctions. Okay, bye-bye.
Jonathan!
What's wrong?
Where's Lucy? Lucy!
What is it, Father? What's happened?
There was another attack in town. It happened near Saltwick Park.
Saltwick Park?
Just an hour ago, the girl had the same bite marks on her neck.
How gruesome.
Did you speak with her?
Unfortunately, the girl is dead.
So quickly?
She was hit by a horse and carriage as she ran from her attacker.
Renfield.
She's still in Whitby?
Are we certain that Renfield is the killer?
Well, who else can it be? This is a small town, and I like to jump to conclusions.
Unless
Unless.
it would have to be someone we've only ever seen at night.
Yes, and someone who's allergic to garlic.
You're getting warmer.
And that captain's log mentioned bite marks on the corpses of those sailors.
And there was only one survivor.
And?
Enough with the chit-chat. What are you saying?
Count Dracula is the vampire!
Oh. I'm surprised it took us that long to figure that out.
We must find him and free Mina at once.
And destroy him before he strikes again.
Lucy, you're to stay home.
I want to come, Father.
No! I've already lost one daughter. I can't bear to lose you too. Kitty will stand guard.
I'll join you.
You will?
You will?
Where?
Jonathan, it's all right. You don't need to go. Really.
In sickness and in health.
Please be careful.
That's the only thing you don't have to worry about with me.
Jonathan, grab a torch. We're going vampire hunting.
We will be taking a short intermission.
We've got a minute to wait.
We must save Mina's soul!
Yes, but she will be prone to violent behavior.
Violent?
Yes, and anyone she bites will be affected similarly.
Come to think of it, this isn't very safe. It is laundry night.
Jonathan, we must stop the count and prevent the spread of this monstrous curse!
We are approaching the moors. I can feel it in the air.
Whoa! Withering Manor's just on the other side of this cemetery.
It's awfully dark. Come to think of it, here's an idea. Why don't you two go directly through the cemetery while I check the well-lit perimeter?
Do you see what I see? Fresh footprints.
And an old box of baking powder?
He's clearly been here very recently.
I say, you're quite a good sight. Cleverer than any doctor I've ever met. I am sorry for misjudging you when you first arrived.
That's quite all right, Valif. Takes a very big man to admit his mistakes. And I'm partial to a very big man. Whew.
Dr. Van Helsing, perhaps when this investigation ends, we can see each other in a less macabre context.
Yeah, I would like that. And please, call me Jean.
All right, Jean.
Careful!
No!
Folks, strange goes on in here tonight.
What do you mean?
Grave robbers? Hooligans?
No, sir. The most peculiar thing. I just started a night shift when I saw a cape-like thing fluttering in the wind. I ran outside to see what it was, and I could have sworn it was the Grim Reaper himself, all in black. He lifted off from the ground and flew into the sky like it was a bird or a bat or something.
A bat? Are you sure?
Truth be told, my lady, I am very drunk.
Still, which way did he fly?
Toward Riveting Manor.
Of course, Count Dracula!
Thank you very much, old sport.
I'm 26.
You're all I've ever wanted, but I'm terrified of you. See, my castle may be haunted, but I'm terrified of you. I've cast my spell on millions, but I'm terrified of you. Baby, I do this from the ceiling, but I'm terrified of you. I wait my whole life to bite the right one. Then you come along and that freaks me out. So I'm frightened. Ooh, Dracula's one never ran from no one, but I'm terrified.
Lucy.
Jonathan?
It isn't Jonathan.
Count! Don't come any closer! I know all about you now!
Good. Then you understand.
I understand what you did to my sister, to that poor girl in Saltwick Park.
They mean nothing to me.
That's even worse. And what about Kitty?
She's in a better place now.
You killed her?
What? No, I hired her. I give her benefits and weekends off.
Please, leave at once.
Lucy, I'm the only one who truly loves you without reservation.
You do not know the meaning of the word.
Reservation?
No, love.
What are you talking about? I have loved you since I first laid eyes on you.
Count, stop.
That's it. We will marry tonight.
Tonight?
I have a ship waiting at port. The wind is picking up.
I can't just leave.
You can do whatever you want. Do you not desire me? Because that would make me very unhappy. And when I'm unhappy, I drink more than I should.
No, Count, of course I desire you.
Good, because it'd be weird if you didn't, right?
I just need another day to get my affairs in order. I'll have to figure out how to tell my father and Jonathan.
Yes, Jonathan will be hurt, but he'll be the stronger for it. It's nearly dawn. I must away. It's a sunset, my sweet.
Make up your mind. Decide to walk with me around the lake tonight. Around the lake tonight by my side.
We demand to see you.
So we can kill you.
Let's not lead with that.
La 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 la. Blimey, you can't just go walking into people's... Oh, Dr. Westfield.
Kitty, what are you doing here? What has he done to you?
Pay me a living wage is what he's done. I no longer have to steal things.
Is that our bird cage?
No. So what can I do for you?
Where is the cat?
We demand to see him.
I think he said something about sleeping in London today. I don't know.
London? What has he done with Mina?
We demand to see her too.
Yeah.
Oh, that mess. She's probably floating around here somewhere.
Wait, Kitty!
That was rude.
Look at this place.
Is it just me, or does it look a lot like our house?
We should split up into groups.
Groups? But there are only 3 of us.
Right. I'll go with Wallace.
To see you soon, Jonathan. Godspeed.
But I thought... Hello? Is someone there?
Jonathan!
Yes, that is me.
Jonathan!
Is that you, Mina?
Jonathan!
Mina!
Lucy, what are you doing here? I thought I didn't want you involved.
Please, Father. I'm the best hope we have at saving Mina and vanquishing the Count.
She's right, Wallace. He seems to have a thing for her.
He wants to marry me. I agreed, but only to buy us a few more hours. Of course, I would never marry that monster.
Well, he is a count.
Daddy, if we do not do something straight away, Mina will be lost forever, and who knows what will become of Whitby.
I don't understand you, child. Always running towards danger.
I'm a Westphal, damn it! Helping people is in our blood, no matter the stakes.
You're just as stubborn as your mother was.
Please, let me fight for my sister.
You care so deeply. And you're right. We can't do this without you.
Thank you.
My darling, you've no idea how very proud I am of the woman you have become. Your mother would be as well.
Oh, Father. Wait a minute. Where's Jonathan?
Right here, baby.
Are those leather trousers?
Like the lace-up crotch?
Wow. I don't hate it.
Look at the bite mark on his neck!
Nice, right? Mina says hi, by the way.
Jonathan, did you and Mina?
It was just an instant suck, followed by an instant bite on the neck.
I can't believe you, Jonathan.
You should be proud of me. I've ventured past my fears. Way past.
What do we do, Doctor?
In order to save Jonathan, we have to kill the vampire that infected him.
Mina?
Indeed. Unless we kill the vampire that infected Mina, then Jonathan will be saved as well.
It's like a pyramid scheme.
Correct. Now we must get to London to find Count Dracula.
London is a big city.
Jonathan sold him 5 properties there. He must be in one of them.
Excellent. If we manage to locate him before he arises at sunset, we can open his coffin, drive a stake through his heart, and end this scourge once and for all.
To London!
To London!
I say, that road was awfully bumpy.
I suppose you're glad he slowed down.
Hell no! That was bloody fun! Let's live on the edge!
If you say so. Jonathan, what has gotten into you?
Vampire blood, I assume.
You're terrible. Let's do it again.
We have to get to him before he rises at dusk.
We should travel from east to west to meet the sunset.
We'll start in Greenwich, then on to Westminster, and so on.
Doctor, is there any way we might keep him like this? Just a little?
I'm afraid not, Lucy.
Then I'd better get my kicks in now.
I'd, rather not be hearing this.
Just sing along with me. We'll make our own beautiful sounds.
Mama!
Ooh, didn't mean to make you cry. If I'm not back again this time tomorrow.
Tonight, I'm gonna have myself a real good time. I feel alive. And the world, I'm turning inside out, yeah. I'm floating around in ecstasy, so don't stop me now.
This is it. The map shows the country stock right across the street.
This place, it gives me the creeps.
It's the mark of the vampire. He is surely inside.
Look at that sign.
Deliveries in the rear. Only accepted after sunset.
Kinky!
Let me at that miscreant now.
Tread carefully, Wallace. He could be close.
I can smell his cologne. He must be here.
The Count was more interested in the basement. Right this way.
Of course. He wants to be as far from this entrance as possible.
How much further down? He must be under the Thames by now.
Just a few more. Last one. Here we are.
Can someone light a match? I can't see a thing.
Quick, Jonathan, grab the stake.
Ready.
All right, Wallace. I want you to open slowly the coffin.
Ready.
On the count of 3.
Heaven help us.
With this blow, I extinguish the dark flames that burned for centuries.
1, 2, 2.5, 3!
Ah! Dying bonsai scores the planet! Die, 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 die!
He's not in there.
He must be at one of the other properties.
To Westminster.
Montage!
He said he wanted a view of Big Ben.
Can't get much closer than this.
There's the coffin.
You know the drill. 1, 2, 2.5, 3.
Nothing.
To Piccadilly Circus.
It's just above the old Shakespeare Theatre.
What is that playing?
Mamma mia.
Here we go again.
There he is! One, two,
2.5, 3.
Nothing again.
to Knightsbridge! We might not have found him, but we did find some excellent clothing at Harrods.
We've been to all of the locations. Only one remains.
To Greenwich. To Abbey.
Abbey Road.
Certainly is long and winding.
With a spiffy view of the octopus's garden in the shade.
Let it be. We get it. The Beatles.
Did someone say Beatles?
Renfield! Stay away from her! I command you!
I don't know what you're talking about.
Renfield, where have you been?
At the mercy of the Count.
Then it all ends now.
We must defeat the Count so our precious Mina can be returned to us.
Will you take me back, Doctor? Will you ever forgive my trespasses?
Of course, James, of course!
Focus!
Who wants a beetle? You want the beetle? Yeah, go get it! Terribly sorry about that, madam.
Right.
1, 2,
2.5, 3! Bollocks!
Empty. Again. Where can he be?
Jonathan, you said you sold him 5 properties, correct?
Correct. And we've seen them all.
All the properties, perhaps, but not all of the coffins.
What do you mean?
The ship's manifest. It listed 6 coffins.
6? But that means...
The last coffin is back at Withering Manor. He must have been sleeping there all along.
I don't understand. Kitty said...
Kitty is a compulsive liar.
I thought she was a kleptomaniac.
Mental health is an inexact science.
We've got to get there before sunset.
To Withering Manor!
We must hurry. The sun is almost down.
Tread carefully. These steps are old and unstable.
In real estate, we call that authentic charm.
This way, toward the crypt.
There he is.
Time to finally end this reign of terror.
1, 2,
2.5. Oh!
Count Dracula.
Prepare to meet your doom.
Not today. I'm getting married. Lucy.
Stay away from her, you wretched creature. And Johnny Sin.
And my patient Renfield.
Oh, my doctor.
Or Dr. Jean Van Helsing.
Oh, Redfield!
We covered him already.
Right.
Or Mina.
You remembered.
Or Kitty.
So sweet of you to think of me. But I'm
Enough! Lucy, I want the world to know how much I care for you. That's right. I love Lucy.
Stop performing, Count. The only person you love is the one in the mirror.
Not how that works, but I get what you're going for.
Love is selfless. Have you managed even one selfless act in your entire life? That's the difference between you and Jonathan.
That's the difference?
It wasn't easy for him, but he worked past his fears, and he did it for me. You've had so many lifetimes, and you're still not happy. It makes me wonder if too much time is just as bad as not enough. I mean, is there anything else left that you want?
I want what would Jonathan have.
You do?
Yes, living proof that love doesn't have to be so sexy. It's selfless.
So be selfless. Don't tear apart our family. Jonathan and Mina are innocent. Let them go. I beg of you.
I wish I could, but once bitten, you are cursed forever. Unless the only way would be to Jonathan. You said you didn't have any powers. Now's your chance to prove that you do.
I don't understand.
Surprise yourself, Jonathan. Surprise us all.
I can't do it. I can't bear to take another being's life, no matter how monstrous.
Technically, I'm already dead.
Still.
Do I need to mention? I kissed your girlfriend. It is over, and so am I.
Selfie!
That hasn't been invented yet!
July 1898. About 9 months have passed along and things have finally returned to normal back at the Westfeld home. Mina has made a complete recovery with the fringe benefit of a highly compelling dinner party conversation. Dr. Westfeld has dropped his practice to join me in pursuit of the supernatural, along with a cozy domestic partnership. Lucy is now seen as a guest lecturer at the Royal Geological Society, where her and Jonathan soon found out that they were welcoming a little guest of their own, which she proudly displayed on her website a few months ago.
We'll be fighting in the streets with our children at our feet. In tomorrow's today worship will be gone. And the men who spurred us on, sitting judgment of all wrong, they decide in the
Careful, darling. Don't want to step on your train.
I'm fine, Jonathan.
The floor is slick. You can't be too careful.
Apparently you can. Look, although there is nobody else I would rather spend the rest of my days with, I must confess, I sometimes miss the old you. The new old you before you became the old you, before you went back to being the old you instead of the new you are today. Well, you get what I mean.
I thought you might say that, which is why I bought a cake for later.
Oh, Jonathan. It's funny. It seemed that in order to truly learn how to live, we had to almost die.
Lucy Westfeld, I'd rather spend one eternity with you than with everyone else.
You do?
I do.
I do, too. Till death do us part.
Till death do us part.
You may now kiss the bride.
Oh, darling, the baby, the baby.
What is it?
I just felt a kick.
How wonderful.
Or was it a bite?
So it is. Everyone lives happily ever after.
Or do they?
Well, they all live ever after.
Time tells that tale.
We already know Westfeldt and Dr. Van Helsing got together. Probably happily ever after.
And Lucy and Jonathan, that's still to be delivered.
Mina started a successful dating service where she prepared normal girls to meet their Mr. Right. She never found hers.
Brinfield became a successful bug exterminator. The only thing was, he didn't use any tools, just a napkin.
And Kitty ran a pawn shop, specializing in special request items, if you could tell her where you've seen them before.
But, were they happy ever after? That's hard to tell.
Dracula's influence lived through the ages.
But be forewarned.
He has his powers to cast a spell on you.
And if he could get a hold on you,
You may be trapped with him forever.
He lives forever. Anywhere there's a darkness, he can hide.
And he can be anywhere.
At any time, and he's always searching.
maybe for you.
So, always be on the lookout for him. He's on the lookout for you.
And he can be anywhere.
You never know.
You never know.
You never know.
You never know.
So come with me, my lovelies, and break your necks. I'm waiting.
It's close to midnight. Something evil's lurking in the dark. Under the moonlight, you see a sight that almost stops your heart. You try to scream, but terror takes the sound before you start to freeze as someone looks you right between the eyes. You're paralyzed. You heard the door slam and realized there's no one left to run.
So I am Jacob Hagda, Dracula, and I wanted to say a few words for our amazing team. I want to start off with Duggar for always his hugs and his wise words. I want to thank Miss Babin for just being the Pat Babin. I want to thank Mr. Augusto for his always trying to improve us to be better artists. I want to thank Mr. Tiplet for his obnoxious laugh and his wonderful jokes and always being comforting. I want to thank the Kassar family, Mr. Charles Kassar. I want to thank the two sisters for always making me feel so good about myself, make me look pretty on stage and handsome, or whatever the case may be. They're always being there for me. I want to thank the scenic people, Ms. Bacon, Mr. Keith, Mr. Rudy, so many more, for always giving us a beautiful set. I want to thank who else do I want to thank? I want to thank the amazing tech crew that we have.
Yes.
This show would not be, it would be like not even half as good without them, the lights, the beautifulness. We can act, but we can't do it with these beautiful spotlights. We can't do it with these beautiful scenic moves. We can't do it with Miss Akasa and Mr. Aver. And I'm gonna let them say a few words.
So yeah, thank you guys for coming to our show. We couldn't have done any of this without any of you guys. A big round of applause to, like Peyton said, our tech crew, all of our directors. We couldn't have done it without them. They made this such a wonderful experience, and I definitely will be coming back to enjoy it with them.
And you know, for 3 of the 4 of us being seniors, CHS Live, you know, last year a production of Clue was the homecoming, and for us 3 to experience not only Clue, but also Dracula, you know, it's very important, and yeah, so.
Hi, my name is Saya. Honestly, I didn't have a little script to read off of, but I want to say thank you to Ms. Kassars, the tech crew over here, the cast, and I want to thank Mr. Duggar for giving me an opportunity at this amazing show.
I also want to give a great thanks. If you look at our eyebrows, that is Dee Shilling, Abby Shilling. She is in the audience today. I want to thank Rena Meyer for being a helping hand too. And I want to thank our amazing family that you see right here on stage and so much more. And thank y'all for coming. Thank you.
So thank you for coming to our show.
See y'all.